What's up, guys? It's Maddie. In honor of February being in the realm of Valentine's Day, I'm going to be talking about something along the lines of that, which is internet stalkers. The people that like us, but we do not like. Now, I have a lot of stories of these, so depending on how long this is, it could be split up into two parts or two different future things, but yeah. So I'm going to start off with the first guy. Now, his name was something like Honeywell, I want to say, on Facebook. And he had like his profile picture that wasn't a picture of him at all. It was like some sort of graphic or something, you know? Yeah. So he friend requested me, and I noticed we had like 7 other friends from like our school and stuff. So like I was like, oh, whatever. If they know him, he must be fine. Like, I'll accept his friend request. Which, if that ever happens to you, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, this is why, okay? So basically, so I accept his friend request, and he starts talking to me and my friend, because I was over at my friend's house at the time, and we were like on her computer, and I was like checking my Facebook and stuff. My friend, she's in a lot of my stories. I'm gonna call her Michaela for the story's purpose. Yeah. So basically, me and Michaela are like on the computer, and he messaged me. He's like, oh, like, hey, like, what are you doing? Like, blah blah blah. We're like, oh yeah, we're fine and stuff. And then he starts telling us a story of his ex-girlfriend who was apparently cheating, referring to him as the other guy. Yeah. So he said that to us, and we're like little middle schoolers, so we look at each other like, ha, 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 oh my gosh. And basically, we were very weirded out, because it's like, you don't tell that to a random person that you don't even know, like, that they don't even know your name of. Like, that's really, really weird. And he also, again, he didn't even spell like right. He like miskeyed it or whatever. Yeah. So we were little middle schoolers, we're like laughing because we're like, oh my gosh, like what the heck. And basically, I figured out he was somewhat a high schooler, like a senior at the time, when I was like a 7th grader at least, give or take a few years. Yeah. So that was a really big like thing. Yeah, I was definitely in 7th grade then. So yeah, he says that to us, and we're like freaking out about it. And then he starts talking to me, and he goes, oh my gosh, like your lips are beautiful. Like I would do anything to kiss those lips, except how he put it was a sentence where every word was in a different area, so it took me like 3 reads to at least somewhat comprehend. He was trying to say he wanted to kiss my lips, which, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if that guy was on drugs or like what the heck was going on, but that was really, really weird, because like I was seeing the reading and I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, what is he saying? Something about my lips? Like, what? Yeah, so that was really, really weird. And she was like, because as I went home, she was like replying to his, like, what he was saying, because I was still logged in at her house when I had to leave. So she's talking to him, she's like, I don't think that would be a good idea, like, that's not good, like, blah blah blah. So that was really. Now the next story happened somewhat after that. We're gonna call this guy Kyle, even though that's not his name. But basically, again, same thing happened. I did not learn, apparently, but he friend requested me. We have the same sort of friends and stuff, so I'm like, oh hey, like, he's probably a good guy, like, he's a good guy, like, totally. No. So I accept his friend request, and we're like talking, I believe, and basically he said hi, and he put like a little heart emoji after like what he said. Like, he'd say hi, and then a separate text he'd be like heart emoji. And so I thought that was like kind of weird, but I was like, oh whatever, maybe it's just like how he talks to people, maybe it's how he greets people, like whatever. I mean, not to be rude, but he was Indian, so I didn't like know like how he like spoke or like how his English was, so I was like, oh, it's probably fine. Like, it's fine. So he's like, oh, like, hey, like, how old are you and stuff. And at that point, I'm like, why are you asking me how old I am? And then, but yeah, I didn't like actually say that to him. I was just like, what is he doing? So then we continue to talk for like 2 days, I believe, at this point. And he's calling me sweetie. He's like, hey, like, good morning, sweetie, like, whatever, like, heart emoji. And I was like, I don't like that. So then I messaged one of my like kind of friends, you know, that was friends with him on Facebook, and I'm like, why is Kyle messaging me, asking me how old I am, and calling me sweetie? She read the message and never replied. So at that point I was like, okay, you're a good friend, you could like kidnap me or something, like what, why are you friends with this guy, like why are you not answering my questions, like what? So that was kind of weird. So already 2 days have gone past, you know, when this guy messages me, he like spams me. He's messaging me a bunch of like pictures and stuff. It's like, oh, like distance is just like a test of like how far your love can travel, and like blah 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 blah. And I was like, what? I only know you for 2 days, and I barely know that much about you. I mean, at least I know your name than the other guy who keeps changing his name to weird stuff. But like, I know your name and then you're like messaging me all this stuff, and I'm like, hey, like, dude, like, stop, like, whatever. And he's like, oh, like, I'm sorry, like, hold on, let me get the text messages up so I can read it to you, like, 1 second. Okay, so I couldn't find the messages because apparently, like, I must have deleted them or something, but I do have a conversation of my friend who lived across the street from me at this point, and I will read that to you. So I'm talking to her, and I'm like, you have to come over now. And then I accidentally message her, like, a thumbs up, and I go, whoops. And then she goes, why? And I go, okay, maybe not this second. Like, can I get a break from creepy creeps? And she goes, oh, why? And what creepy creeps? And I go, because I'm in my PJs and there is a creepy dude on Facebook. And she goes, oh, what's his name? And I say, oh, blah, 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 Kyle for the story. And she goes, that's a weird name. And I told her he's from Paxton, apparently. And she goes, I'll take care of him. At least I'll try, lol. And I go, wait, hold on. She goes, okay, ... for what? And I'm like, oh, I tried that already. I'll read you the text tomorrow if I have time, but I might not. And so yeah, then we talked about a bunch of stuff. So basically, he kept messaging me a bunch of stuff like, oh my gosh, like, I love you, like, blah, 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 like, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. And to the point where me and my cousin, like, we were, like, messaging him completely terrible stuff, like, so mean. We're like, oh my gosh, like, please, like, swearing at him, like, literally that's what she was doing, because, and he was just like, oh yeah, I, like, blah, blah, blah. And I remember this one specific part, which was really funny. Okay, so he's, like, talking to me, wait, no, I was talking to him and I was like, blah, 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 and he was like, oh yeah, I know you want me to leave you alone, but, like, my heart wants to talk to you. And so I go, snarkily, I go, oh hey, I think you need a new heart then. And he goes, yeah, great, exactly, 100 exclamation points, you can change my heart. And I was like, no, that wasn't what I was meaning to do. So yeah, eventually after speaking to him, like, terribly, you know, after that, and I'm stealing, he finally gets the message, and he goes, oh hey, like, I think you don't, like, want to talk to me anymore, so, like, maybe I should just leave. And I'm like, yes, finally, oh my gosh, thank you for finally getting that, goodbye. And a few short months later, like, because my cousin was friends with him on Facebook, even though I, like, completely blocked him on everything and, like, deleted everything, he found my, like, Halloween, like, Facebook photo that I had of myself, and he puts down, oh yeah, you have a nice smile. And I was like, oh, how did you get here? So yeah, that was really creepy, and I think that's the extent of my, like, video for right now. I'll probably make more about internet creepy people, because I know there's one more story I have to tell. So thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you like me and like this video, obviously. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. See you next time, and goodbye.